Hi, everybody. My name is G. How are y'all doing? It's kind of late, I'm guessing it's around 12. It should be around 12. Well, no, 11:32. Well, 11:22. How y'all doing today? Um, I've been talking about a lot of things. Everybody who's seen my page knows that I just talk. I do a lot of talking. Yeah. Do I do a lot of talking? I'm with a special guest. He is kind of lazy. I asked him to come and help me with this live, but apparently he's all glittery. Why y'all glittery? Glitter, glitter.
You all in my business.
I'm all in your business. I'm sorry. You actually fell. He actually fell. That is funny. Oh my god.
That ain't funny. I bounced.
All
I
right.
ain't got no boots.
So I'm with a special guest. He's my good friend and my neighbor. His name is Mr. Johnson, aka Mr.
LJ,
I guess LJ. Who?
you had to do it. You need a pass. You need a pass.
All right.
I'm
So,
gonna give you a pass this time.
just this one. I'm sorry if it looks so dark. I don't have better lighting. I will try.
Sure,
I'm
you got
new.
better lighting.
I'm new at this. I'm bear with me. I'm new at this. So see what we could do. Um, I do just talk. There you go. We should put it like that right there.
I told you to use the tripod.
So I do a live stream today because I was asked to do the second part of Just Talk. Um, Most of you are family and friends from church, and I was talking about how we usually, right, worry and focus about our past and how the past actually depress us. And because you fall into this depression, you say to yourself, "Oh, I should have done this," or I could have, I would have done this," and then you come and talk about your future, worrying about yourself. What am I going to do tomorrow? What is going to happen tomorrow? And when you come and see, you fall into anxiety. You agree? Anxiety? Anxiety. Because you're worried about what will happen or what is going to happen. And most people forget to appreciate what you have today.
It's
Today,
all mental anguish.
you have woken up, you've accomplished something because honestly, you have to have accomplished something during the day, whether it's going to work, diet, exercise, a goal. You had a goal today. You woke up thinking about what you were going to do today, and you did it. And if you didn't get to do it, you've accomplished other things. I also talked about how most people are always complaining about what's wrong with them and their issues and their problems. And I understand also that most of these problems to us, the one who's living in it, it's big deal. It is a huge deal. But those who are focused in that problem don't realize that there are other people's behind us with problems, sometimes worse than what we have it. And we come and we don't realize. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second.
Touch that phone so that no.
I did. Trying to focus on the lighting again. This is all live. This is new to me. Bear with me, please. Um, so I've been going around talking about that because I've learned that life, people say, is hard. And unfortunately, life is hard, but for those who wants it to be hard, because it's hard, but it's not impossible. Let me explain. God gave you breath. He breathes into your lungs. He wakes you up. He gives you another day, another chance. And I believe that we have to learn how to focus and have some faith and in somebody. And because nowadays society is all whacked out, would you say? I mean, it is whacked out. Problems, there's a lot of issues going around, and people are living stressful day by day. I mean, you wake up stressed, you go to bed stressed, and unfortunately, I believe we should hang on to something, and I believe in God. I believe that He is our Father. He is everything. He is the Creator. He is everything for me. I'm not telling you to believe the same thing. I respect everybody's decision. Um, but I hang on to Him, and when I feel stressed out, when I feel anxiety or depressed, I talk to Him. He wants us to talk to Him. He wants us to let go, to give it on to Him. Why? Because that's why He's there. He loves us. He wants us to trust in Him and have faith in Him. He has promised us, He has given us promises, and He's accomplished most of all of it. And I believe that we just haven't seen it. We haven't realized it, and we don't see it because we don't believe in it. But I do believe in Him, and I do see His promises. For me, there are blessings, and I believe that I am a walking, talking testimony. I've been through a lot, and He got me out of it. He got me through a lot of situations, not only economically, socially, emotionally, physically. And all those people that know me know that I have a lot of health issues, but I'm still up there. I'm still walking, I'm still talking, and I'm still doing what I had to do. And all thanks to Him. What you looking at? Talking, looking at my slowly self talking.
Um,
You
so
got anything to say and add on to?
sure, why not? A lot of times when you're going through things and it's not happening at that time, it's mental anguish. Like something that happened in the past, something that's going to happen. A lot of times your mind is stressed at the thing in your mind that is already happening. Even though it's not happening, your mind is acting like it's happening. That's how you get stressed. That's what mental anguish is. So if we can try to focus on the present, it will help with your stress. This is also, I'll say, like I learned to write stuff down, but you can tell someone also and or record it or just yell it and write it or yell it, write it down on a piece of paper, ball it up, throw it in the fire, whatever you want to do to help you to get that off your chest. Because a lot of times people hold on to things and they don't realize they holding on to things. And when you forgive people, you don't forgive them for them. You forgive them for you, so you can move on. Because a lot of times you don't realize that you step in the same headspace or the same space because you still thinking, oh, so and so did me wrong or that was messed up. Yes, this is life. It is lots and lots of messed up
Situations.
events that happens in life that does not stop, unfortunately, and it keeps coming. So, if you are Christian, Christians know that life is always going to be tough.
But not impossible. Because I mean, it's not only by the Christians. I mean, there's a lot of people in this world that are not Christians, that are regular people. I mean, they're Buddhism, Catholicism, spiritual people. They have something to hold on, something to believe in, you know? And they have I just want people to know that life, people say it's impossible. Life is impossible. Life is hard. Life is this, life is that. Yeah, it is, it is, but it's not impossible. It's not. The word impossible says, I am possible. I'm possible. I am possible to live this life. I am possible to move forward. I got the strength. I just gotta focus on one thing.
Learn something new every day, people. I'm possible.
I am
That's pretty
capable.
cool.
I
That's
am
pretty
able.
cool. Um, yeah, she's supposed to be making a part two to this, but what I was gonna say was there's times where you can get wrapped up in life. You can get wrapped up in your own situation. And then like for me, when I used to get wrapped up in stuff, I still do at times. And somehow,
Like
some
today.
way, God always find a way to
A good
there's an out.
example.
There's an
Here's a good
out.
example today.
But say I'm
You,
going through things, you just shush.
no,
I'm not
you
telling
get
this
frustrated.
story.
You were frustrated when you
Going
got
through
here
things
because of your phone. No, no.
but listen, and then I'll be riding down the road and I can see somebody with in a wheelchair, in a motorized chair, and they're in the hot sun and they're going a long way, but they still got a smile on their face. That's perspective. That's also clarity. That's also letting you know that you're not the only one going through things in life. We all go through things
It's how you look at it.
for real. Because if they can actually get in the chair and ride a long way from their house to wherever they're going in the hot sun, then you can get through what's going on in your life. And yes, tonight I came down here because I was a little angry at my phone, and someone helped me with this slime business. They said, "Oh, let's make some slime." She was making slime, and then next thing I know, I was making slime, and then I realized like 10 minutes later I was calm. So people being slick, but it helped. It helped, and like you need people, like we all need somebody to help us from time to time. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how stable you are. I don't care how independent you are, because a lot of people get the independent thing misconstrued. Just because you're independent does not mean you cannot accept help when people are offering help. You have to be smart enough to know when to take it too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of independent people out here, but at the same time, we all need help. If you know what I've been going through this last month, you know that I've been very thankful for the help that I have. I want to appreciate, and I appreciate everybody and everyone who has something to help, who has done something to help me. And but at the same time, I've always tried to be the person to help people too. So whenever I get back on my feet or whatever,
Let's all pay it forward.
I still look forward to helping people because at the end of the day, we all need help, no matter who you are. And you never know. There's been times where I've come in and probably looked at a person and said, "Hey, how's your day going?" Or gave them a smile, or you probably gave somebody a smile. "Hey, it's good to see you. Great to see you. Nice to see you. I hope you have a great day." And you don't know. That could lift their spirits. They could have been going through a lot of stuff or going through a bad situation.
Well, I
Or
had situations like when I used to work at retail. I got into the habit of saying, "Well, have a blessed day," you know. And I actually had a manager who told me, "Well, you shouldn't say that because not everybody likes it." You can't tell me not to say that. I don't wish bad for anybody. I mean, have a blessed day. It's not saying anything. It's not forcing them to a religion or anything. Is that you want them to have a good day. Just because you go through situations and think that everybody's different, you know. I like to say that because you don't know, like you said, you don't know who are you helping. With those words, you could actually touch somebody's heart. I had situations where I had people come in and actually say, "Wow, you don't hear that very often, you know," and but thank you. Or they'll say, "Oh, I needed that because I've been going through this situation," and I actually every time that happened, take the time to just 5 minutes at least to hug that person because I'm a hugger. I give hugs out, and I love giving hugs. A good hug actually helps. Don't do that. Don't do that. So I love giving hugs,
I
and
call them warm and fuzzies. If anybody know what those were back in elementary, we used to call them warm and fuzzies. When I used to tell people
so
about
now
that,
you
they
gotta
would look at
explain.
me and be crazy. But
Now you gotta
a
explain.
warm and fuzzy is a hug. It's just a nice hug. You hug somebody when they need it. That's all.
Hmm. Well, I used to going back to this story. Um, take 5 minutes of my time just to talk to them, listen to them. Sometimes they just need somebody to listen. And most of the times that's what I like to do. I just sit down and listen. It's not hard. Just lend the ear, you know, just listen to them. And when they need you, you know, just support them. It's not hard, you know. And I see myself that I'm the type of person that I don't like to say a lot of my stuff. I don't like to bother anybody with my stuff. Um, but they're there for me. Most people are. I mean, that are around me know most of my situation, and that's I have it now. God have blessed me now with that because before I didn't have it. Um, like one time I think I told you, right? April and May is really hard for me. It's really hard because my mom passed away on April. Her birthday is in April. She passed away in April, and then you got next month is Mother's Day, and I'm still, going through that uh, emotional state. It is hard for everybody that who has a mom still, whether or not it could be pain, but they could annoy you to the extreme. But you only got one mom. Take advantage. Give her a hug. Tell her I love you. In the Bible, God never said just honor your mother and father if they're good to you or if they give you everything you want, you know? No. It says honor thy mother and father. God chose these people to be your parents. He trusted them. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who does deserve the title of mom or dad, and I get that, but I
Do you?
understand. I understand also
Do
that
you get that? It's not always easy. That's all I'm gonna say. You have to do what you got to do though,
it's
and just
not.
know
It's
that we
not.
all
But
are
there,
we
you see,
all are going through it. So
it's not easy.
it's not
But
easy, but
I understand that these kids
once
also
they
you don't
gone,
ask to be born, but you're here.
once they gone, they're not coming back. So enjoy your family as much as possible. For the people who think their parents are getting on their nerves, 9 times out of 10, your parents are doing it because they love you. They want you to do better. They want you to do better than them. How many of you guys have kids that want your children to do better than what you did? So think about what your parents were saying to you when you was little. That's probably how your kids feel, how your children feel when you getting on to them. They won't get it now. They'll get it either when they have children or they'll get it once they get
Because
older. It comes with wisdom
sometimes
and maturity.
sometimes people don't realize.
You take
what
it for
their
granted.
parent, they don't know what their parent went through. They don't know their childhood. You know,
That too. And parents,
I
y'all
mean,
all you need to you all
it's
you guys
hard.
need
You
to
know,
tell your kids, your children the truth about certain situations because I know you feel like they don't need to know, but at the same time, by them not knowing, it could very easily have them to go right into the same situation that you was in.
called a cycle.
So
But yeah, no, whatever. It's true. I mean, there are ways to tell the truth. There are times to tell the truth. You ain't going to tell a 5-year-old or a 6 or a 12-year-old um how your life was.
listen, my parents told me, even though I might not have been old enough to grasp the full concept of it, once you learn, you can ask questions too. And if they say it's not time, it might not be time, but you can come back to it. It's not like it's a dead subject. You can come back to it. It's
Well,
not
it's not like
children
I ask
play.
my kids. Like if I ask my kids ask me a question, and I say, okay, if you're not ready or capable to understand this, let's talk about another subject. Or maybe I could tell them, a little bit of the concept of what they asked.
Wait,
But
first of all, let me. I'm going to sidetrack for a quick second because I just want to say
you
this.
kind of sidetracked anyway.
Shush, because I want to say this. If you kids, take that back, you young adults and young parents and young children ever get in situations where people are coming after you or you in a situation where you can't get away, run. Make as much noise as possible. I'm tired of hearing about these people getting kidnapped. Okay? I'm not saying you can always get away because you can't, but make it hard. Make it hard for them. Parents, tell your children about the birds and the bees
And the
soon as
flowers
they
and the
get
trees
to
and
the teen age because they're gonna you rather for them to learn from school and their peers who don't know everything fully or to learn from you. Which one do you want to do?
break the
Because a lot
taboo.
of times they learn from school,
Break the taboo because a lot of people say
aka
it's
they
taboo.
friends and their peers, and it's not all truthful information.
Put the
So
fear of God in there.
teach them, teach them, teach them the right from wrong. A lot of parents is all want to be they child friend and everything. You cannot be their friend. You are their parent. You there for a reason. Like she just said, God chose you to be their parents. You're there for a reason. Do your
Do right.
job.
Do right.
Stop letting your kids run over you.
Do right.
That's
And
annoying.
guys, look, like I said before, I'm not. This is not for everybody to think that I'm trying to push the Christianity on them. I don't believe in religion. I do believe that God came here for a reason. I just trying to be just like Christ. I mean, I want to walk the way he walked. I want to talk the way he talked. I want to act the way he acted.
You just tell me wrong.
It's hard, but it's not impossible. So,
It's impossible.
why is it impossible?
I'm possible.
There you go. There you go.
Honestly,
It's not that.
we're imperfect beings and we're gonna sin every day. God knows this. You have to ask God for forgiveness and you have to work towards it. And I know I'm saying this like I'm sitting up here like I'm perfect. I am not perfect. I have a long way to go. I don't care if you do give me that dirty look. I have a
I did not give you
long
no.
way to go. I have a
I did not give
long
you
way
no
to
dirty
go.
look.
I am working on myself. So I'm just saying.
We all do.
I'm just saying.
We all do. I'm not saying we're perfect.
And
What I'm trying
for
to say is that you know it's
if
hard. Life is hard, but it's not impossible. Raising kids is hard, but it's not impossible.
there's no handbook on it,
You weren't born with a book saying you're
so
gonna be like this is
there's
what you're gonna
times where your parents is gonna make decisions and you're not gonna understand it.
do. Yeah.
So listen, there's times when my parents made decisions and I didn't understand it. I understood it once I grew up and asked questions.
Yeah, still don't understand it sometimes.
And you still don't understand it sometimes. There's no handbook. I'm saying do the best you can. It takes a village, people. It honestly does take a village. Also, there's nothing wrong with asking people for help. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't like that show.
Just know who to ask for help and know who not to ask for help.
And
If
those
you
who really
already
know
know
you actually knows.
exactly,
So I don't ask for help. I despise it. I can't stand asking for help, and that's wrong. And it's not. People tell me, "Oh, you have too much pride, and that's a sin, and this and that." It's not about sin, and I mean, it's not about pride. It's about the way I was grow up. I grew up, and I got to be strong, and I got to do what I got to do, and I gotta
yeah,
hustle. That's what you say. Hustle.
just
It's
like
like a
when I
hustle.
was younger, men are not supposed to cry because you're not a man. You know what? If it hurts and you feel like crying, cry. Because why? You are a
That's different.
human being. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because men are not supposed to ask for help. Men are not supposed to cry. Men are not supposed to show
And what?
emotions.
And just
And
because
that is
I'm a woman,
not
wait,
true.
just because I'm a woman, I gotta be asking for help.
No, no, no,
I
no.
don't ask for help because
More
I
women
got
don't ask for
no.
help now because this little independent crap.
Well, I
They
am
need to
independent.
it does not mean you don't need help. That's what it means. It means you're independent to handle your business, but when you need help and people offer help, you should be able to be smart enough to recognize it and take it. That does not mean
Well, I
you're weak.
do.
It doesn't mean you're weak. That doesn't mean that something's wrong with you. And I'm not just talking about her, I'm talking about everybody. That does not mean you're weak because you asking for help or you need help. We all need help from time to time. Think about it. Are you a genius in everything, every aspect in life? No, we're not. Are you a genius in certain subjects that you like? Yes. Are you a genius in certain subjects that you don't like? No.
Because you don't
But
like it.
do you exactly? But that does not mean you don't need help. If I needed to build a house, I don't know how to build a house.
You start with
Am
the
I supposed to
foundation.
be independent enough to be like, well, my pride is out here and I don't know how to build it, so I'm gonna do it myself, and then take
But
twice
you
as
take,
long as it
but
would take.
you take it upon yourself to learn and to do it yourself. And the satisfaction about you doing it on your own without any help is better than to say, "Oh,
Okay, so
right,
you
yes
know
or
how
no."
silly that is though,
Why?
because if somebody's gonna willing to show you how to do it where you can do it properly.
Well, that's what I mean. But
No,
you're
no, but that's
learning.
not what you said. You
I said
said
you
you
take
want
it
to do it
upon
on
yourself to
exactly.
learn.
That means you don't want help. You have to have help in life. Name one time that you never needed help ever. Exactly, exactly. And that goes for me, you, anybody who's watching this, and anybody who will watch this. We all gonna have to have help from time to time. Pastors need help from time to time. Jesus needed help from God. Guess what? We all gonna need it. We gotta be people and man enough and woman enough and have enough knowledge to understand just because you're getting help don't mean you're weak. Just means you need help and you can help the next person, like she said. Pay it forward. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with helping people. You just gotta if you got the one thing I do have a gripe about when helping people is know who you helping because if they don't want to be helped, they won't be helped. There is my this is one something I read and something I take with me. You're only willing to learn when you want to learn. If you don't want to learn, then can't nobody teach you anything. But if you want to learn, then can't nobody stop you from learning. So when someone is helping you, if you want the help, you'll accept the help. If you don't want the help, you won't accept the help.
It is. What? I'm listening. I'm listening.
Thank you. This was LJ. Get off my face like drop the elbow
Don't
on.
try. Don't try because you know I'm stronger than you.
Stronger than that.
What? Oh my
I'm
Lord
down,
Jesus.
help. I'm falling in the
I can't get up. There you go. You see?
I falling, can't get up. You into a pillow.
Well, y'all people tell me what y'all think.
You gonna stop this brown on brown crime, lady?
Oh, he started.
better help.
Oh, got this question. Now, I have a question
you
that I'm
don't
going to
have no
say.
question.
Don't start.
You don't
Don't
have
start.
no question.
Don't.
She don't have a question. We're gonna say good night. All right. Everybody have a good day. damn it, English. Sorry, my language. English.